Can you dig it? WCD digit.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. We do appreciate everyone's been watching. So we're gonna try something new. Try to do Bears videos every Monday, along with the other stuff that we do. Wildcard Wednesday, weekly wrap up. But every Monday you can expect Bears content from us every Monday. So with training camp starting on Tuesday this week, we figured this is a good time to start this new series, simply titled Bears Monday.
Bears. The Bears.
So, all right. So Vic, Bears report tomorrow on Tuesday, 26th. Rookies have already reported, but it's been kind of quiet. Like there just hasn't been a lot out there as far as like the rookies reporting or anything. I'm sure they're just going through procedure stuff, but there is one key piece missing, right?
Oh, I think it's the helmets.
Well, let's talk about the helmets first then.
It's the helmets, man. It's the uniforms. It's the unis.
So the Bears announced that they're going to wear brand new orange helmets they've never worn before. It's always been the navy blue, but they will wear these orange helmets with the alternative orange uniforms twice in October.
Yeah, what do you think about them?
I love it.
Oh, I think they look awesome, man.
I love
it. I don't know why they haven't done it earlier. Have they done a combination of the orange and blue uniforms before?
They've never worn the orange helmet. They've always worn the blue helmet.
Well, I love it, man. I think I've had a hat like this before, but they've never worn a helmet. Isn't that kind of crazy? There's hats like this. You could buy them.
Yeah, like the regular hats. Yeah.
Yeah,
and usually has the B instead of the C, the B for Bears on front. But
yeah, what does it remind you? It reminds you of like freaking Halloween.
Look, I admit, looking at it, it does kind of look a little bit like the Bengals uniform. A little bit.
Just a little bit.
But I like the orange. I like changing it up. I like the orange helmet. What do you guys think? Leave your comments below what you think about the orange helmets. If you think it's a good idea or not.
I do. All right. So I think you were talking about a guy that we have not signed yet.
Yeah, there's a rookie with the only one left that hasn't signed, which is one of the second round picks, Jaquan Brisker from Penn State, the safety, who was supposedly slotted to start at strong safety in the backfield, but next to Jackson. But now that's kind of all thrown into a wrench.
Yeah. So what have you heard about that, buddy?
The only thing I've seen or read on it is just that it seems to be a hold on, and really it's over money. Basically, it sounds like it's an issue with how much guaranteed money the kid's going to get. And they renegotiated the collective bargaining a couple of years ago so that they don't run into this problem, because the rookie pay scale is pretty much set, right? You can't negotiate more, you can't negotiate less. You're going to get the same amount of money, but apparently this kid's upset about how much guaranteed money he's going to get in the third year.
Well, I think he's upset that he dropped out of the first round, right?
Okay.
All right. So, and then Gordon, who the Bears chose before Brisker, he signed to a 4-year, $8.68 million rookie deal that guarantees about $3.49 million. So Brisker, I'm sure, is trying to make a comparison in terms of his statistics in college and stuff that makes him get up at least close to Gordon.
But it's irrelevant
because of the minimum.
No, it's irrelevant because of the collective bargaining. Like, it's slotted wherever you're drafted in the draft. This is the max you can sign for. So in the second round, I don't know if it's equal all throughout the second round, but I know like in the first round, as you go down in picks, that's a pay scale, right? You can only sign for so much money. Here's your max that you can sign for. And that's why you don't hear any more stories about rookie holdouts, which is why this is odd.
Well, okay. So from what I understand in reading, it's more about the third year guaranteed money.
Right.
So it is not about the initial amount. So
No, but I mean, but if you're talking about the third year guaranteed money, to me, that's basically saying like, I don't plan on being here more than 2 years. Give me
yeah.
my money in the third year,
Well,
right?
what stinks about this is like we're hoping for him to start. He cannot miss any time at all. I mean, if
No.
he's going to miss any time in a day or two, if he misses any more than a day or two, I'm kind of concerned, kind of like Lonzo Ball. And then who starts instead of him?
Yeah, and I also wonder how this is also going to this is going to sit with the team, not just the management, but the other players. Like the other players know the business side of it, but they also know like, okay, look, if you're arguing like whatever you announced the other deal was for Gordon, right? You're guaranteed 3 point something million, and then the third year you're talking about $10,000 or $20,000 more guaranteed money. It can't be a whole lot of significant amount of money in the third year, right?
Oh,
But if you're negotiating for X amount of dollars more, I mean, I don't think, and let's put it this way, I don't think the Bears are trying to lowball him. I think this is a pretty much a standardized contract that they're offering him for someone in that position, in that slot. I don't
right
think
now,
this is a,
yeah,
I
right
don't think
now
this is the
they
Bulls trying to lowball him.
well, hopefully not. If it is, that's really disappointing if we hear that coming out later. Because the backup is somebody who played with the Titans
Yeah.
previously, Dane Creekshank, I think. That is
Say
who
that again.
Creekshank.
Crookshank.
I'm gonna go with Creekshank.
Crookshank.
Do you
But
know this for certain?
I don't think, let's put it this way, I don't think this one's on the Bears.
Let's put it this way. So the Bears have tons of rookies coming to camp, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that would be the major one that they haven't signed yet. So um, they have about 25 rookies, I think, coming to camp.
But I think he's the only rookie holding out, period, in the whole NFL.
Correct. They have 11 draft picks and 14 undrafted rookies on their roster. He is the only one not expected to report to training camp on time, which was
Yesterday
so the team.
or
Yeah, it was
Saturday.
yesterday, but the team's first practice is on July 27th. By the way, today's
Okay.
the 24th, so the 27th.
Doesn't matter. He's going to miss time.
He is going to miss time. I was just telling people when we're going to start.
Yeah. But
So
again,
we got a bunch of rookies, man, coming to camp. We got like Kyler Gordon. You got Brisker's not going to report. You got Velus Jones Jr., Braxton Jones on the offensive line, Dominique Robinson, defensive end, Zach Thomas, offensive line, Doug Kramer, offensive line. I mean, they got so many Jatire Carter offensive line. Now, like some of these guys, I'm not even familiar with. Treston Ebner, running back. He may or may not make the team. Trenton Gill, the punter. You heard that there's no other punters in camp but this guy, right?
correct.
You've
Because we
got
cut O'Donnell.
yes, Elijah Hicks, safety. Jack Sanborn, linebacker. Carson Taylor, defensive end. Chase Allen, a tight end. I don't know how much he's going to get at playing time. Christian Albright, linebacker. Safety John Alexander. Defensive tackle Micah Drew Treadway. Linebacker CJ Avery. O-line John Delance.
Are you going to go through the entire list?
I could, man. I could keep on going on and on unless you stop me.
Okay, sorry.
There's a huge amount of guys come in here because, quite frankly, the Bears needed to retool.
Okay.
So that's the big one. That's one of the biggest questions. Will these rookies make a difference in the Bears team? What do you think?
Anyone that's drafted, potentially yes. Out of the guys that are undrafted, maybe one.
And you're saying that based on what?
Based on past history,
Yeah.
just in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, look, no offense to those guys that didn't get drafted, but there's a reason why they didn't get drafted. Right. And these guys are like, most of those guys are being brought in right now is because they just need the bodies. Maybe there's something there that they might want to put them on a practice squad.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys that didn't get drafted for sure, they're going to hustle. For sure they're going to bring energy. The question is do they physically hold up? Do they have the skills? Are they coachable that you can, put them in a spot to where you could utilize them,
and hopefully that's where we hope Poles and Eberflus, who else am I missing, have done their due justice in terms of
Luke Getsy.
Luke Getsy in terms of their draft picks.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll find diamonds in the rough.
But look,
I mean, like, there's other teams that do that.
Look, the problem I have with this is that Brisker is the only rookie in the entire NFL. Like
going back to Brisker, huh?
Well,
we're done with Brisker, dude.
No, that's the reason why you're talking about these other rookies. One of these other kids is going to have a shot now because, look, this guy eventually is going to sign with the team, whenever that case is. But he's opening the door for one of these kids.
Well, I'm going to guess that he signs within the first 2 days of reporting. What do you think?
Okay, I don't think so.
By the 29th.
If he was smart,
my words.
If he was smart, he'd sign today. But it sounds like he's getting some bad advice.
July 29th.
Because look, if he doesn't sign by the 29th, he's just he's putting himself behind the 8 ball with him and his team. Because you got to feel like the rest of the team, the players on the team, are going to be upset about it.
Yeah, I would agree, man. I mean, they all think they're worth it, and they all probably would want to get paid more, and they're there.
Yeah. Well, they understand, but they also understand how the rookie process works. You get drafted in a certain spot, you make X amount of money. If you're really going to fight over a 3rd year guaranteed money, and you're going to put the team behind the 8 ball because of that, when the team is, the team is going to be expecting you and counting on you.
Okay, so this brings up another thing. Do you think because we Bears fans already know this, that he's going to already be in the doghouse with Bears fans? Because you sound upset, man. It sounds like
I am.
Yeah, look, it sounds like I need to give you a hug over there.
Well, look, there's a rookie pay scale. There's a set reason why. Look, if there were other rookies that were holding out, and
but it sounds like you can negotiate that 3rd year then, right?
You're a 2nd round pick.
I don't care, but doesn't it sound like you can negotiate that third year? It must be.
Fine, you can negotiate it, but you're the only rookie holding out in the entire NFL.
Have you ever negotiated a salary?
Yes.
Like where you thought you were worth a little bit more.
Yeah, but look, at some point you got to understand
everybody hates you.
Look, at some point you either walk away from the table or you take the offer.
So you think he's going to walk away from this?
Look, if he wants to play in the NFL, he should sign the deal.
I mean, I agree with you. I would sign the deal in a heartbeat, but like I've been around, it is a business. You have other people telling you stuff.
Yeah, but this isn't. Look, again, this isn't like everyday life. There's a scale.
All right, so let's say he comes back by the 29th, and he gets a little bit more of a guaranteed amount in his 3rd year. Are you still going to be mad at him? How do you feel?
I don't think he's signing by the 29th. If he doesn't sign by the time the Bears have their first practice, he's not signing by the 29th.
Okay.
But I'll tell you this, like every day that he holds out, he's just making it worse for himself.
Yeah, for the entire team, man.
For the entire team. Yeah.
Yeah, that's bringing us down. I mean, I would not be happy about that either.
And again, I just think the guy's just, whoever his agent is, I think it's just giving him bad advice.
So hey, I have I'm wondering how what we're going to see in the beginning of minicamp is how the Bears respond to their new coaches. So what are some of the things that you think would show that the Bears are kind of in line with their coaching staff, like from news reports, interviews, and stuff with Bears players?
I don't think you're going to hear anything for like a couple weeks.
In terms of like how they feel, like they're
the only thing you're going to hear out of players and coaches for the first couple of weeks is sunshine and rainbows. That's the only thing you're going to hear.
Okay, not cupcakes.
If you like chocolate,
cupcakes, I don't like chocolate cupcakes. I like vanilla, love and oven cupcakes.
I love the way you throw out sponsors like we're being sponsored. Like it's just company businesses like we're being
Hey,
sponsored. We're not
but
even
hey,
sponsored.
we're both foodies, so it's good to tell people where they should go get their dessert. So Love and Oven has amazing cake and cupcakes, so you should go there.
Did you just write that promo?
No, I did not.
Sounded
So
like it.
so I'm excited to see the enthusiasm. I'm excited to see Bears players coming, being aggressive. I would love to see that the Bears players are actually hitting each other. It's more competitive, and that they're ready for the season. They only have 3 preseason games, so they need to do a lot more hitting than they used to.
I hope they're all just pissed off. Like they all just say, like, look, everybody says we suck. We're just gonna prove you guys wrong.
I hope so too. I mean, they got a lot of youth. I mean, when you have a lot of youth and hopefully hard hitting players that it sounds like the Bears have drafted. I mean, maybe there'll be some kind of moxie to the Bears that, get you to where you think they're going to win 9 games, because they're only going to win 8.
Who knows?
They're
They
only
might surprise us both. They might win 5. They might win 10. Who knows?
they're
Right.
going to win. They're going to win 8.
Um,
If they don't win against the 49ers, then they're not going to win 8. That's my prediction.
well, look, the team I'm going to run on in Madden, in the new version of Madden this year with the Bears, they'll win 9 games for sure. When I'm playing them in Madden this year, for sure they're going to win 9 games. Justin Fields is going to throw for 4 touchdowns every single game.
What was his rating, man?
70 something.
But his speed is amazing.
Yeah, speed was only, but I think his overall is like 72 or 73.
So run the ball with Fields, man.
Yeah, the highest rated player we have in Madden this year is Roquan Smith. I think got an 87 or 89. I can't remember what it was.
It was one of those two.
Yeah. So, but we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. So, we'd love to hear what you guys think about the Bears' upcoming season. What you guys think about Brisker? What you think about the whole situation? What you think about the orange helmets? Kind of expectations you have for there. Leave your comments below. We'll pick some comments from there and from Twitter for our next episode next week on Monday for Bears Monday. If you haven't had a chance yet, hit the like and subscribe buttons. Helps us out a lot. Hit the bell to get notified on future episodes, especially when we go live on Sundays and Wednesdays.
Twitter.
But otherwise, thanks for tuning in. Follow us on Twitter. Thanks for tuning in. We do appreciate it. See you guys in the next video. Peace.
Love.
And digits.